Okay, it's 7 o'clock, and so we're going to call the Kyle Ethics Commission meeting to order. The first agenda item is to call roll call. So, J.D. Sanford,
Present.
Cassie,
Uh,
Casey, sorry.
Present.
Mario Perez, Mary Vance, Mike Rubsum,
Here.
and Nancy Faye's here. Okay. I'm sorry? What?
Nicole.
Oh, Nicole. I'm sorry, Nicole. How could I forget that? Since she's done this to me. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm noticing the camera's not running, so I'm concerned. Just want to make sure that we're getting you guys covered.
Okay, because we don't have anything on the screen, so I don't know if that's, I'm just making sure. They're both on, they just don't have anything, they just have the city seal on them, of who runs it. Is that usual? Okay, all right, we'll be doing citizen comments soon.
We're good, sorry, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And the second agenda item is the approval of the minutes. Has everyone had an opportunity to read them?
Yes. Yes.
I recommend we approve the minutes for July 21st, 2015 Ethics Commission as presented.
August 28th.
August 28th? Okay, I'm sorry, August 28th.
Oh, I second.
Thank you. All in favor? Say aye.
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 The next item on the agenda is citizen comment. We have one citizen who has submitted a paper, Mr. Kenneth Rocha.
Make sure you push the button on the microphone.
Thank you. All right, Kenneth Rocha. I'm in hometown Kyle. I appreciate what y'all do. I know it's not easy, so I appreciate you being here tonight. So I'm here to go over the complaint process from a community member's perspective. So I submitted a good faith complaint in accordance with the ordinance that appears to allege the nature of the violation completely, listing out a potential violation of the ethics code. By ordinance, the complaint process includes the language in 2-274B5 to list out, when submitting a complaint form, the nature of the alleged violation, including, if possible, the specific rule or provision of law alleged to have been violated. That goes on the form. I only included one section of Chapter 2, Article 4, Division 2, Code of Ethics on the form, as that makes the most sense and was known at the time. Not until subsequent Ethics Commission meetings were held did clarification of the scope of the commission authority get advertised, that it did not include hearing complaints of Division 2 Code of Ethics, but narrowly to actionable sections of code, specifically sections 2-171 through 2-256, as was presented to me in my disposal letter. I asked the ethics compliance officer to reconsider their disposal and to include the ethics code in the review to ensure actions described did not give rise to potential claim under any actionable section of the code. I was informed to refile in order to submit the same complaint listing the additional sections. If the language in ordinance allows for complainant to address violation of the ethics code, and if possible, list specific provisions of the law, why could this complaint not be reconsidered without having to refile with the same language listing all sections of code that could potentially have been violated? The ones that were provided to me under that information in my disposal letter from the ethics compliance officer, I believe that's the title, was specifically 2-176 and 2-172. I listed only 2-142, which is the declaration of policy. I asked that it be retained but used as a supporting context to inform the violations as a memo deemed to non-actionable alone. It's frustrating. You know, as it was my first interaction with City of Kyle government and politics, and witnessed what I deemed was an ethics complaint, submitted the form, had it disposed, only to ask for a refile to list everything as I could comprehend is and should be included in my complaint. Wanted to bring that to your attention. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Mr. Roach. Okay, the next is the consent agenda. There are 4 items, but I believe that the first one, I'm sorry? Oh, okay. The first one, I believe, is going to be tabled by the ethics officer.
Yes, item number 2, one of the commissioners will need to recuse himself from voting. So we're going to, and upon recusal, that person, that basically breaks your quorum. So we can't take action. So item number 2 on the consent agenda will just need to be tabled and voted on at a later time. So the remaining 3 items can move forward because you'll be able to have a quorum.
Okay. Does anybody have any objections to the other 3 being addressed today?
No.
Okay, I have concern about number 5, and it's a dismissal of Yvonne Flores Kale's complaint. And so I'll address that after we talk about the other two complaints.
You can pull that one from consent? You can pull it?
Well, I don't know if I need to pull it,
Pull it
but we're
from
still gonna
consent.
vote on it, but I'm changing my vote.
If, on a consent agenda, if a particular item needs to be pulled from that consent agenda and be voted on like a regular type action
Okay.
item, you would just say, I'm requesting to pull item number 5 for a regular vote. And then you
Okay.
do 3 and 4 as a
Okay.
consent,
Okay,
as a consent package, consent motion.
okay, thank you. I'm kind of remedial here. Okay, so I will pull number 5 and we'll vote on it like regular voting, have an individual vote. Okay, the first one that we'll consider now is the approval of dismissal for Howard Connell's complaint dated 10 April 25. The next one that will also be considered is the approval of an order to dismiss Courtney Goz's complaint dated April 4th, 2025. Does anybody have any comments regarding those 2 complaints?
No.
No,
You just need a motion.
And-
yeah,
Okay.
I make a motion to dismiss items 3 and items 4.
I'll second.
Thank you.
And just need a vote.
Okay,
All in favor?
all in favor of, you should be here, all in favor of this, of approving these, say aye.
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 Thank you. Okay, the 5th, number 5, has to do with,
Please, you need to read the item in and then.
oh, I'm sorry,
open
I'm
discussion.
sorry. Approval of the order of dismissal for Yvonne Flores Kale's complaint dated April 16th, 2025. At our last meeting, we had talked about the dismissal, and I had previously voted to dismiss on more reflection and an ability to actually read the documents that she had submitted. I would like to change my vote. And so from approving the dismissal to not approving the dismissal. So is this when I tell you my reasoning?
You can discuss
Okay.
how you
Yeah,
feel.
please elaborate.
Okay, I thank you, I will. That at the last meeting, there's a snafu with the city. We were supposed to meet for the ethics meeting. It was on a Thursday, And then on the previous Friday, I got an email from the city saying that it was canceled. Another committee member had also received that. So thinking about it over the weekend, I thought, well, I'm gonna check with Jennifer on Monday. Sure enough, evidently the city was hacked, I don't know what, but those were bogus emails that were sent out. I don't know how many of us received it, but for that reason, I just didn't do anything over the weekend. I didn't look at any of the cases, because I thought it was canceled. So when I found out that it was still going to happen, there was not enough time to do 4 cases, one of which was over 100 pages long. And it's hard to print off that much stuff on a home printer. And frankly, I didn't want to spend a couple cartridges doing it. And so after the meeting last time, I went home and I went through all of the documents that Ms. Flores-Kale had submitted. And I believe that there is a case, or possibly a case, of a violation regarding, I'm not gonna list the ones, but she listed 4, 2 of them for sure would need to be relooked at, is my opinion. And so for that reason, I'm rescinding my affirmative to dismiss to not.
Okay, we just, yeah, I mean, like I said, you took the action, so basically it would just be a motion and a vote on whether y'all want to move forward with approving the order to dismiss her complaint.
Okay,
We have a quorum to vote on that?
Yes, you do.
because there's 4. So, so we're gonna vote individually, correct?
Yes, so
Okay, so,
What is the
And
motion?
sorry, a clarification is a vote to, well, I guess the motion has been made, but a vote to approve is a vote to dismiss.
correct, because the way it's worded, consider approval of an order to dismiss for the Yvonne Flores-Kale complaint dated April 16,
We need
2025.
a motion a second before they vote.
Yeah, but you need a motion and a second, obviously, but just clarifying what the item presented as stated.
So I say I move to approve an order to dismiss for the Yvonne Flores-Kale complaint dated April 16th, 2025.
Okay.
I'll second.
thank you. So do we do a roll call vote or just vote?
You can do it either way.
Either way,
Okay, all in favor of approving the order of dismissal for Yvonne Kale's complaint, say aye.
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 Those who do not approve of that, say no, I don't approve. So because it carries, her case will be dismissed, her complaint will be dismissed.
Ask a question, a point of clarification. It's that dismissal, is that a dismissal it's done with prejudice, or is that something
It's
that she
done-
can bring back
she
if
can
it
bring back.
fits the?
They're without prejudice, meaning they can be refiled just as presented.
Now, the last thing is to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
I second.
Thank you. Commission meeting is adjourned.